The better question might be, what don't I write? This is my first trilogy, a historical science fiction romance adventure. A girl witnessed shooting down the street finds out that the people are not exactly from this time period and follows her discovering just how much of the world she doesn't actually know. This trilogy is currently out of print, actually, unfortunately, pending some tedious edit. This is the trilogy that I'm best known for, minus book 3, which I still haven't gotten. It is an urban fantasy. Supernatural bounty hunter discovers there's a serial killer loose in the town her baby sister calls home, returns and finds out that the serial killer isn't just killing people, but is actually looking for something. And book 2 and 3 are finding out what she found out. This is Masters, a Christian literary fiction. It is incredibly difficult to describe this one, especially because I will probably get flagged if I actually talk about what it's about. But suffice to say, it follows a woman who makes a plan to herself and her coming to terms with the end of her life and really the beginning of it. I have 38 books total, which have been written in my lifetime, and almost every single one is a different genre. I recently just finished my first ever thriller/mystery. That's all it is. It doesn't have any other elements to it. Fortunately, won't be published for I don't even know how long. When the cops show up with evidence that her cousin was likely murdered, she begins to realize she might have memories about that moment, and she begins to wonder, am I the one who killed my cousin? The FMC has OCD, and it is an exploration of how that relates to general feelings of guilt and shame, and how often people are willing to blame themselves for things that are just initial thoughts and aren't even actually them. Anyways, I don't want to go on too long. I have the first book of an epic fantasy series finished. Post-edit Ashley here to say that the epic fantasy is based off a game that I played with my cousins when we were growing up. We were obsessed with World of Warcraft and Lord of the Rings. So it is about 4 elven women who find out that the human king is declaring war on the trolls, but he's refusing to let women be part of the troops he's requesting, and that is against their treaty/their accords, and so they decide to gather a group of people to go speak with him about that, and I have rewritten that series 7 times, so I'm on the 7th time of rewriting it, and it has just gotten better and better. And my goal is, after I finish the 207 books that I have planned, I want to be the romance author who you just buy her paperbacks in like this grocery store. Just cute fluffy romances. I genuinely have plans to write books all the way from children's to fully grown adults. I don't have a toddler book, so maybe we can exclude me from that.